Good evening, everybody. I am Sotenga, and welcome to Sotenga Stream Stuff. Tonight, I was thinking of dipping back into the Mega Man well that I like oh so much, and pull out Mega Man 4, which, hot take, is actually my personal favorite of the NES games. Now, my favorite Mega Man game overall, I'm not sure, because I am quite the fan of Mega Man 9 as well. But this one's a good one. This one's definitely a good one, I can tell you. So, without further ado... I suppose I'll let the full intro play here. I think this might be the longest intro to one of the NES games. The only close-up shot we get of Rock there in his pre-Mega Man-y form. Definitely playing off the Astro Boy vibes. Man starts for the battle again. That's a little bit English there. Alright, is anyone in the chat room yet? Give a holler if you are, and if you're not, then I guess I can't do anything about it. Anyway, the customary place to start is always Toad Man. I'm almost tempted to go somewhere else for the hell of it, but... let's just do Toad Man. Probably the most rigidly structured order in all of Mega Mandom. Very good music, though. Okay. Mildly annoying. Now, this stage's jumps can be a little tricky for those who don't account for the rain differential there. That's not so bad, really. Hey, a bonus life! Well, how very generous. We're off to a good start. Okay. There we go. And this snail, which shoots its eyes out at me for some weird reason. Oh yeah, right. You jump under the stream, it doesn't go quite as high. Owie. Hey, Dyer, he is indeed the man of Megs. The Megza man himself. You haven't missed much, I was just breezing through Toadman's stage. And he is, of course, one of the biggest chumps of all time. They just have to charge shot him. All he does is a little dance there. I mean, I'll demonstrate what happens if you let him go. But this is why everyone always does Toadman first. Give him a chance that happens. So yeah, Toadman's the customary starting point. He's kind of derided as a joke in the Mega Man fan community. And probably appropriately so. The bosses get better after this, though. Oh yeah. Although the Rush Marine is fairly useless for most of the game. It'll be handy for Dive Man's level, I guess, but we won't go there for a while yet. So, on to Brightman. Good music. Ah, who will save the sane off of World Coming Down? Probably Typo's most depressive album. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Well, that was a bad move. Luckily, I got a bonus life in the last level, so I'm not as PO'd as I could be. I'm just going to avoid shooting the light bulb guys at all. And as soon as I do that, that happens. Okay. You're not going to make the same mistake, at least. The light comes on itself eventually. A very odd placement for a totem pole bot. Dyer, what would you say is Type of Negative's best album? I lean somewhat towards October Rust, although Life is Killing Me is also very solid. Although the song I Like Goyles doesn't hold up so well nowadays. I mean, I can understand why Peter wrote it, it's just... not the best look. Shit. Ah! Good. I remember this is an optional wing here that gets you an E-Tank. E-Tank and a bonus life. But you gotta take the hard way back with, I believe, 3 rush coils. My mistake, 4. Oh well, I can pay the toll at least. The Grasshopper bots are a somewhat janky thing. Yeah, Dead Again was a damn great final album. It wasn't my favorite effort of them from theirs for a while, but in a way, knowing it was their last sort of enhances it. I mean, I don't want to invoke the dead artists are better trope, but, oh shit, not this again. But, oh, some great stuff. I'm especially fond of Halloween in Heaven and, Christmas in Hell. Oh, yeah. What? Oh, jeez. I'm being chased by projectiles here. Hope this isn't gonna bite me in the ass. Okay, good. It did not. Hooray. And here's the door. Yeah, that's a good point. And that's the sort of morbid comment that Pete would have appreciated, I think. Uh-oh. As you can see, Brightman is very evocative of Flashman. Oh, shit! Really? Damn it, now I gotta do this with the Buster! Fuck you, god damn it. Well, we're already not off to the best start here. Lousy bastard. Fucking stupid asshole. Like old face fuck. Okay, okay. We only lost one life on that. As you can see, the Charge Buster was a pretty useful implementation. And back in 4, the charge didn't get interrupted when Mega Man got hit. Yep. It'll make the next boss super easy, however. So there is that. On to Pharaoh Man. Cool design, but very easily chumped out by the weapon he's weak to. So what other music have you been listening to lately? Music's something I'd like to discuss more on this channel, although, my understanding of music is pretty Patrick Bateman-esque. I can't really say I'm a Lester Bangs-esque critic, I only really know what I like. Boing. It's a secret. I mean, I like Rush, I like Alice in Chains, I like Genesis, I like Black Sabbath, I like Yellow Magic Orchestra, a lot of prog, some electronica. There's the balloon adapter. It's a little bit like Item 1 from Mega Man 2. Which may be a little gratuitous because we already have the Rush Coil, but it's got its uses. I do appreciate you even trying to branch out more into relatively new... No, for fuck's sake. This game is harder than I remember it being. But we're breaking even on lives at least, so... Oh no, a chat delay! Oh no, that's a huge delay. That's no good at all. Oh. Crap. Here, let me see if I can get it resolved. That would make things extremely slow. Although then again, I'm not really sure what I can do, but... Huh. The chat seems immediate on my end, at least. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's, It's showing up how it should on my end, but, I'm not sure what the problem on your end might be. Okay, that looked like it came up immediately for me. Say something else. Ow. Okay. Alright, well... I'm gonna let Pharaoh Man do his thing for a bit, and then I'm just gonna completely railroad him. I probably shouldn't give him too much of a chance, but... Oh. Yeah, no, that didn't show up on... I mean, I said the something else thing a bit of a while ago. Shit. I wish there was someone else in the chat so I can test where the problem's coming from. I mean, someone else who's not me. Anyway, that's Pharaoh Man demolished. Let me see if I can summon Snarbu. Let me know what's up. Alrighty then. Oopsies. Definitely one of the prettier looking levels. And, one of the more infuriating ones. Have you, refresh the stream on your end, and, oh, well, that seemed a little more immediate. And here's this hippo bastard here. Well, now I think about it, Rain Flush would be pretty helpful. Let me test it again. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a stream. I guess it wouldn't be a real stream without some technical problems. And then there's this bastard. Very goofy design. Goes down in 3 charge shots. Oh yeah, and another hippo. This level goes a little ridiculous on the mid-bosses, I remember that now. I'm just gonna rain flush this one out. Alright, that's enough of that. Art plus, why 76p? Wait a minute. At least I assume that is a strong bad reference. Alright, yeah, it's the first one with Flip Top and or Eddie, and bonus life is much appreciated. That'll go far. Oh, I really hate these guys. Now you have these platformers which go the inverted way. Yeah, I understand, Duder. I'm sorry. I'm not really much of a technical wizard, and oh. And, I certainly don't understand the nuances of Twitch nearly enough. But, I can roll with it. Just type what comes to mind and it'll manifest eventually. Oops. Alright, there goes that one. Ah, hey there, Snarbu. I wanted you to test my chat window. Oh, hey, Acclade. Alright, things are heating up here. Dyer's having some problems with the chat. It's going very slowly for him. I wanted to see if it's whacked out for anyone else, too. Okay, delay's minimal so far. Anyway, Ringman's annoying, but the Pharaoh shot is thankfully the best weapon in the game, so... No, I'm pretty sure he's not on mobile. Oh, wait. He is? Oh. Oh, well, poop. My bad. Dustman's somewhat depressing level. Dustman is probably the stupidest looking robot master out of the 8 in this one. And there are these hyper annoying chunks. Yep. Whoop. Alley. Alley. Ow. Alley-upper. I don't think there's anything there, but... Oh, let's just have the balloon vector. No, there is not. Hoi! Hey, a song! How's it goins'? Balloon! Yep, it's the Karnov power-up. Hoi hoi hoi. I already did play Karnov a stream ago, some streams back, and I didn't do very well at it, but... we'll see. I already got a few other requests tonight for what to... Okay, now there's a little more lit. Fuck. Yes, Song, I believe I'm in some sort of scrapyard, so I wouldn't be surprised if those are ex-robots there. Morbid feeling level. Alright, let's see here. Okay. So that won't squish me. Okay. I mean, morbid for Mega Man standards, at least. Oh yeah, now we gotta deal with this. Oh boy. Don't appreciate that Met that keeps spawning. Dante's Inferno and Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, no, I gotta admit, that is pretty damn nerdy. Also, Snarbo, if you have any suggestions on how to possibly reduce chat delay, definitely let me know. Yeah, it's not much of a crusher, is it? Ha! Takahashi Majin. I'm probably one of the few dorks out there who didn't grow up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Somehow. It requires a lot of bandwidth, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it otherwise. It blows. So, really, I just have to blame Twitch in this case. Alas. Yeah, no, that sounds like it's too resource intensive. Sigh. I do, yes. And you are, yes. Skull Man. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Too easy. You're actually a little older than I thought you were. But yeah. Cool level, this one. Oh, man. Could've used the extra life in the bone yard. It's the bone yard. Coming at you from 9 its fate, point 2, the Sturge. Oh yeah, these Joes that fall apart and reform if you don't charge blast them. This is one of my favorite levels, yes. Good music, cool background. Skullman himself is a fairly challenging robot master as far as I remember. Wow! Free energy tank! Don't mind if I do. Oh hey, another free energy tank. Well, time for the balloon adapter. Oh, that ladder is actually required. It's this little side jangle that's the optional part. I could go that way for my energy tank. Cases like that where the balloon adapter is pretty useful. Yeah, why not? I'll get it. Uh-oh, the boner. Well, yeah, Mega Man also gets the super arrow in 5. So... I guess Rush wasn't enough. Kinda greedy. Anyway, let's crush this boner here. The balloon adapter is a secret that you get in Pharaoh Man's level. Before you head into the pyramid itself, you just take a Rush coil on over. I'll show you later, if you'd like. Show you on video after the stream, I mean. Because I'm not going to go back in the interest of expedience. And unfortunately, it's the obligatory worthless shield weapon. 4 had one, 5 had one, 6 had one, 7 had one. I'm not sure if 8 did, let me think on that a bit. No, I don't think 8 had one, so that's nice. Hey, you're right. Mega Man X did a lot of things, and I fully intend to play that on stream someday. These weird clawbots. There's a really good hack of Mega Man called, of this game called Rockman 4, Burst Chaser Air Sliding. And the best thing about it is Dive Man stage has the Daytona theme playing as the music. Oh yeah, definitely, Snarb. I would definitely like to do that. I'm not sure if I should go for the Legacy collections on Steam. Although I already have those on Switch, I'm not sure I want to double dip. So... You are a hack, Clade. Set yourself up. But, worthless. You failed me, little buddy. Screw you. The Jumbig. Pretty sure it's a checkpoint. This is also one of the better stages in 4. Ow! Wow, that Stingray does a shitload of damage. Well, it's a Stingray, I guess it would. Uh-oh. There you go. And now we drop down into an optional spike pit. Ah! Cripes. Snarvu, I was going to make a Steve Irwin comment, but I thought better of it. Although, you know, I guess it's just... Yep. Lovely insta-death spikes. You just gotta love that shit, right? Anyway, going down here is completely optional, but... I want to see if I can wing it anyway. Hey, that wasn't too bad. And here you get the wire adapter. For some reason, Mega Man gets a Bionic Commando wire in this game. I'm pretty sure in later games that... Oh, I gotta redo this part? I already did it twice. That's weird. I'm pretty sure there are, like, spike shields in later games that actually protects you from one hit of instant death spikes. I can buy several as well, so pretty useful. I wouldn't go down that pit again if I were me. We already got what we got to get from it. So what does anyone want to say on the Mega Man series since I've been streaming them so damn much? Am I annoying you with them yet? Or are we having a good time? Because it's my second favorite video game series ever, and I just want to spread the joy. Yep, Dyer is my patented curmudgeon. Patent pending. Always good to have him around, although I'm a bit afraid of streaming newer stuff around him because he's probably not going to be into it, and I want to make sure that all my viewers are happy if possible. Well, that's what you do when there's the shield weapon, so. But hey, we made it. That didn't go as terribly as Brightman did. Yeah, not one of the shittier ones. No, the plant barrier in 6, that one's poop. Ooh. Anyway, all that's left is Drill Man before we get onto the latter half of the game. So, let's dig into it, shall we? A very red stage. I don't know why these bugs look like why these bots look like ladybugs. I need to get back to writing, but I've still been creatively dead. I keep thinking of half-baked ideas that I don't really commit to. I need to just write even if I don't have an idea, and make that into something. There are many reasons to not be into modern gaming. As the industry grows, I do think that it's sort of fracturing under its own weight somewhat. Now, I do think that gaming is in a somewhat better place than it was back in the 7th generation. Or, the Gears years, as I call it. Anyone who knows me and my, bizarre opinions on the Gears of War series. Actually, the Gears years is a term coined by my bud, Scarfworks, who, you know, he came up with a good rhyming term. We were... oh, jeez. I was going to hit myself on the enemy and then get the... oh, well. That would have been too much of a pro strat, I guess. Hang on. Wow, you guys sure... oh, for fuck's sake. Well, that was stupid. How many extra life... oh, wow! This stage isn't very generous for checkpoints, is it? This is the fucking beginning of the level, I think? Wait. Yeah, no, it's the beginning of the level. Jesus. Alright, well... that kinda sucks, but... it's the beginning of the level, Charlie. Yep. That definitely sounds like something I'd say. There's no bonus life this time, so... deal with it, I guess. Dyer, I don't think anyone would mind if you monopolize the chat. I mean, I'm all up for any discussion and tangents going on. So, totally up to you. You could indeed give hints as well. And here, I'll demonstrate the wire. Mega Man looks a little weird when he puts his chin up. Yeah, and those wheel bots are some of the more annoying enemies in all of Mega Man. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we got falling rocks to deal with. So why does Mega Man wear a helmet if it doesn't do crap against those? That's what I want to know. And then this bizarre gimmick, where you gotta hit these switches to make the platforms below appear. Yeah, he's suffering from super ghouls and ghostism. Criminy, these rocks sure do a lot of damage. That's also possible, I have no idea. Luckily, the dive missiles are one of the better weapons in the game. Unluckily, Drill Man can make himself invincible whenever he wants, so... Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Just don't pierce me, you bastard. Fuck! Oh, that is a giant load of penis. That fucking sucks. I think I'm going to have to partially take on him with the Buster. 1, 2, 3, slide. Oh yeah, I did! Me babbling about that creepy guy in Rolling Thunder and how I was duped by Bubsy, among other things. Although, all these years later, I've come to semi-ironically appreciate Bubsy for what he is. There are worse mascot platformers out there. Okay, there we go. Yeesh. 2 lives gone. Not so good, chum. Oh well, we can roll with it. I do think that among Challenge, this is one of the potentially tougher but better balanced Mega Man games. It doesn't flood you in extra lives like 5 does, and it doesn't have the Rush Jet adapter. Well, the Rush Jet suit, I mean, that Mega Man 6 does. It's not as busted as 3 is. As well. Also, just to remind you that Dr. Cossack is Russian. This game was made after the Berlin Wall fell, by the way. Wait, Snarbo, you forgot that this game had 2 castles? Because 5 and 6 sure do. Also, literal slinkies. Seriously, these enemies are just slinkies. For some reason. Okay, you're joking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Mega Man 4 came out in the 90s. I might be wrong, though. But... No, I think it was 1990 it came out. No comment on what that snow looks like. Oh, that's a trap. Yes! It is mayonnaise. I sure hope so. Yeah, soap's good too. Soap would be a lot more slippery. Unfortunately, this requires that we get a leg up on the pile, so let's balloon it up. Jeez. My mind is certainly in the gutter. Here's a part you could potentially cheese with the rust jet, but I'm not gonna, so. But I am gonna make sure I charge up and roast that Jumbig. I only know for some reason that this enemy is called a Jumbig, because I find that name very funny for some reason. This trip is definitely gonna be Jumbo Large. It's an in-joke. It'll make sense when we get out there. Or whatever he said. I don't remember exactly. Yep. Virtual Caveman is, I believe, Dyer's Twitter handle. He certainly wears it with pride to be mostly into video games that were made in or before the early 90s. Clunk. Although, if you need further elaboration on what a virtual caveman is and or does, I can certainly give it to you. Clunk. Oh yeah, I forgot. That kinda hurts the eyes. So many flashing warnings that I can't remember to give in these old games. But I'll try to remember for the next one. Scaling the Communism Wall, Part 2. Indeed there was. Rob is also the Splatterhouse guy, as it were. Song is a big fan of horror. Well, video game horror. Song, how many horror movies have you seen in your lifetime? If you haven't seen many from the 80s, I gotta change that. These blocks, which are less annoying than the Yoku blocks. Oh, I definitely know some good ones. Well, I mean, my personal favorite... It whinges between being The Shining and The Thing, but... You know, there's also Evil Dead, and Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness, of course. Nightmare on Elm Street. Good old Halloween. Which is a very bizarre series, all things considered. Dyer, I want to say I did, but I don't remember very well at this point. Shit. My memory is unfortunately foggy. And yes, you did see the Babadook. Although I still feel sorry that one part just really got under you there. You know the part. Fuck! Alright, let me see if I can break this thing apart. Okay, good. Sheesh. Sorry, that shark noise probably got annoying. Yeah, for Snarbu and Song, I recently streamed what I'm pretty sure counts as a horror game the absolutely bizarre and bonkers Inscription, which looks like a horror card game combined with an escape the room puzzle, combined with some roguelike elements, and even then, that's not really close to describing it. It really transcends genres. Yeah, I'd say it counts, right? And yes, you do, Clade. Highly recommended. Oh, jeez. Whoa. This boss is interesting. This boss is basically a giant room that tries to kill you by being a giant room. Come to think of it, I guess this is sort of a variant on the, whatchamacallit, Yellow Devil here. That's a good question. I know that all of the bosses are weak to something, but this one I can't remember. I'm not sure I remember any of them. Luckily, I'm kind of overflowing with E-tanks right now, so if I need to use one, then it'll certainly work. Oh, Ring Boomerang? I can give that a shot. Yeah, I've always thought this was an interesting boss. Nope. Drill missiles? Okay, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. Oh, great. We get sent back a bit more. Fuck you. God damn it. Alas. No worries. Ain't your fault, Clade. But I am going to use my energy tanks more liberally on boss fights if I can help it, so... Luckily, it's not too much of a sojourn back to him. Tales from the Third Moon is a bunch of stories on posts and stories from a Dustbuster. God damn it! I should have guessed that. From Dyer's message board, which is known as the Third Moon. Ow! Getting its name from Grandmaster Mayo's Stronghold, which is the last level of the game Strider, which I hope we are all fans of in here. Alright, that's fair. Yeah, chronicle of what forums were like back in the day. I guess forums aren't as popular as they used to be. Now you have modern chat apps like Discord and whatnot, but... Yeah, this boss is basically a retooled Yellow Devil. I just realized that now. Square Machine, Yellow Devil's nerdier cousin. Alright, yeah, that does work pretty well. It also reminds me of a boss from the game Low G-Man for some reason. Ow, my eyes! I forgot about that shit again. Because I'm Russian. And now, my personal favorite music in any given Mega Man game, Cossack's Second Fortress theme. Take it away. Not in the especially dark room right now, no. Oh, okay. Good deal. I will defos keep that in mind. Cool music. Too bad this stage is an auto-scroller. Oh god, I'm having bad flashbacks to Super Mario Bros. 3. Nah, I'm just kidding. Definitely use that to get the dust back. I'm glad you're chugging along on it, dude. Times have been very tough for you lately, but I admire that you are pressing out and still remaining creative. I really gotta regain my creative drive somehow, whether it's through writing or another project. Oh! Oh, wait, I got it. Beep. Ow. Close enough. Snarb, that might be a terrible idea. Although I wouldn't surprise if there are some hackers who've managed to figure that out. Oh. Gotta swing this down as far as we can. And now, how do we manage this? Ha! Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Yeah, Scion is our friend Sam, for context. He's a cool guy, definitely a huge nerd. A much bigger comics nerd than either of us are. Oh yeah, so... Oh, drill bomb. My bad. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. It's a double boss, Charlie Brown. Uh-oh. Ha 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 ha! Fuck you! That's gaming the game. Also, I'm gonna use an E-Tank just in case. If he's not weak to it, I'm gonna pelt him with dive missiles. No, you know what? That's not so hot. Thankfully, that boss doesn't hurt the eyes when you beat it, so... Ah, a split path. Interesting. I might not need any special weapons against Dr. Cossack. Honestly, he's almost anticlimactically easy. But for storyline reasons, I can see why that's the point. Actually, I have the least of my balloons, so... I guess you could say that, yes. Oh, that's weird. I keep using them, and I'm not going to have enough weapon energy when I get to the, whatchamacallit. Oh, hey, here's the split path. I'm actually going to take the long route around. Just to see what it's like. Oh god, no. Not these guys. Oh, there's a bonus life out here. Oh, good bingus, I went this way then. So, completely out of nowhere, there's a friend of mine, my bud Andrew. You might know him as Slider0806 on here. He's very skeptical about the upcoming The Batman film. And I have to wonder if he might have a point, because, I'm not sure why it needs to be 3 hours long, necessarily. And I don't know what a new adaptation of Batman can bring in this modern era. Yep, there's going to be Snarb. It's not out yet, but it's in the works, and, yeah, I know, right? What a twist. I don't want to say I'm sick to death of Batman, because I still think he's had some good films, and the DC animated series is nothing short of amazing, but I really just wonder what a new Batman film can do that would be interesting. Yes, he can't grab me with the claw. Oh wait, it's Proto-Man. Dr. Cossack's rarely seen daughter Kalinka. Back in the day, this was a legitimate twist. How Dr. Wily's able to warp in like that, I don't know. He's not able to do that in any other game. Dr. Cossack does look quite a bit like Gordon Freeman several years before Half-Life, huh? I like the animation of the saucer fading out. Delete. Alright, let's scrub this out. We're in the end zone. Remember the boss at the end of this one being pretty tough, though. No, Snarv, spoilers, he fakes you out. There's actually a fourth segment after the thing. You'll see. I love these ballerina Mets. That's actually pretty cute. Shame I have to destroy them. Ah, Cerebus, welcome, man. This here is Mega Man 4. I'm in Wily's castle, so I am in the end zone. Oh boy, this segment reminds me a lot of Bubble Man's stage. I was, yes. It was really interesting and fun to get my writing juices out and work on Dyer and Scion's project in the meantime. Oh no. It wouldn't be a Mega Man game without them, but I wish it was. Here come the Yoku blocks! Hey, guess what? Fuck this. Okay, honestly, this is easy enough that I can actually do the thing. Snarbu, I don't believe it did, which confirms Mega Man X's superiority. Lousy. Oh, yeah. Probably like X5 or X6 or some shit did that. I want to say X5 did because its first two levels oddly dive deep into the well of classic Mega Man nostalgia and giving us the most painful form of the Yellow Devil yet. Ugh, I'm not a fan of X5. I find it amusing how the X series has had higher highs and much lower lows than the classic series. I see. I'm going to preserve my weapon energy since I have a lot of E-tanks to spare. But if I get desperate, I might do that. Oh, for penis' sake. Yeah, I'm gonna smack that E-tank. Yeah, Inafune. Not my favorite figure in video games. Ow. Again. Oh, yeah! Oh, shoot. The Genesis book. God damn, I gotta get back on that. Shit. Shit. I forget what Gary Grigsby did, but I'll take your word for it. I don't think I need it, but I'm going to get greedy. Now you. This is before the energy balancer, so I have to grab these like a chump. Right. Strategy is not a genre I know very well. Ah, righto. Well, I was working on it, and then I forgot to work on it the past couple months or so. I gotta get back on that. Shit. Huh, man. Sorry, I guess I was just hit with some end-of-year depression. Well, it's a book that's covering capsule reviews for pretty much every Genesis game ever. At least it came out in the West. Although I think we're making a few exceptions. Nah, not sure if that's including Paprium, no. Pooprium. Oh, lousy. Uh-oh. Oh, so it might include Paprium after all. Sarah, that's totally fair. I know that Mega Man 4 is divisive among some people out there, but I gotta say, I think Mega Man 4 is overall a more solid product than Mega Man 3. Maybe I'm just biased because I had a rather disastrous playthrough of Mega Man 3 lately. But, there is no weapon that's anywhere close to as useless as the top spin in this game, so QED, it's a better game. God, the top spin. God, the fucking top spin. I'll never forgive it. That's Slick Willy for ya, always with the smooth talk. By the way, I hate to say it, but Simpsons Season 8 is even worse than I remember it being. I just saw the Sherry Bobbins episode again last night. It's got some good bits in it, but I don't know, the overall product is kind of I don't know. I really like the style of Tanzer. I just wish I was anywhere near good at the fucking game. Played, if you give Season 8 a rewatch... That's not what you said the first time you saw me! Well, Willy was great, as he always is, so there is that. Not that I need this for that, but oh well. Oh, you did. Yep, and at least Season 9 is better than Season 10. Oh god, Season 9, that, Oh no! Principal and the Pauper is at least a pretty interesting episode, if nothing else. It's not great, but... It's, it tries, at least. They do. That should be like... The Principal and the Pauper is literally the worst Simpsons episode of all time. It is a complete desecration that absolutely shits on the entire legacy of the series coming up to that point and throughout onward. Yep, all singing, all dancing. Oh boy. I don't love Principal and the Pauper, but... Jesus, Brightman, what's your fucking problem? God damn it! I don't know, Brightman fucking hates me today for some reason. Oh well. We got him. The thing that gets me about the Mary Poppins episode is that it ends with the Simpsons admitting they're terrible people, and that Sherry Bobbins hasn't done a damn thing to help them, and then she gets brutally murdered by being sucked into a jet engine. Clade, you do? Get out of my channel, bud. There's no room for you here. God damn it, man. Oh. I see. So you're being a boomer in this case. I gotcha. No worries. I'm being a dingus. I'm being a dingus. There's a fan for every episode, I'm sure. The ones I'm not fond of, I guess other people like. Except for Lisa Goes Gaga. I don't think anyone likes that piece of shit. Also, I'm going to avoid using the skull... Okay, fine. Boom. I remember the parody, well, I never actually saw the episode, so I couldn't tell you what it consists of. I think it just is a lot of unironic fan worship of Lady Gaga, and that's pretty much all there is to it. He's stuck in a pattern, he's stuck in a pattern. Toadman, goddamn do you suck. It's called bullying. Simpsons used to use their celebrities really... Wow, season 30. I thought it was later... I thought it was later than that. Damn. Well, maybe. It still has some relevance. I guess. I've never been a huge fan of Lady Gaga, but I do like the song Telephone. So there is that. My god. Let's be honest, the Simpsons episodes that are after, like, season 12, 13 or so, they just all run together in some sort of giant blend of goop. Skrillex, holy shit. That's a name I haven't heard of in a while. Yeah. Well... I don't actually drink, at least not very much. It's just kind of the natural cadence of my voice. When I try to think of stuff to say, my brain moves slower than my mouth, so... Yeah, exactly. There was, yes. I don't remember. I would be up for playing those games at some point, but goddamn, I'm not a fan of Mega Man and Bass. I swear that stream's going to take me an entire run someday. This is much more difficult. Yeah, I should probably use an E-Tank. Maybe a second one, I don't know. When I get around to playing that game, I'm definitely going to be playing it as Bass. He's definitely the easy mode. Damn it, Clade. That's what you think, but it's not over yet! A way to make the hardest game even less playable. Get that fire shot. Ah, there we go. This is the weapon we want to take with us. Trust me. Alright. And then, Le Finale du Toccata. And there sure are a lot of those, sir. The most overplayed NES theme of all time. Got him! Not too hard, but a pretty interesting gimmick for a final battle. At least it's more interesting than all his future Wily capsules, in my opinion. And then, of course, he manages to escape, so... Wah, wah, wah. I love that skull-shaped explosion, though. Riding the train back like he was riding it on the intro, as it were. Well, that is Mega Man 4. I can stream for a bit longer, and I know that both Dyer and Snarb want me to play some other things. But, yep, I do like his hair fluttering in the wind. He's pretty cute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink. Wait, actually, not yet. Okie dokers. Well, Dyer requested I play some Image Fight, so that I can definitely do. I think I would really suck at that game, but... They are, yes. We'll see if we get around to them. Aw, it's a roll. That ending roll was kind of evocative of Mega Man 1, to be fair. Oops. Huh, my controller fucked out. Damn. Dig this remix of the Mega Man 2 theme as well. I'll be right back, just going to get a drink quickly. A non-alcoholic one for the record. Oh yeah, Flip Top is always very adorable. Alrighty. In that case, time to give Image Fight a shot. I'm somewhat familiar with the board game one, but I haven't played it very much. Alrighty then. So I admit, I'm not terribly familiar with Image Fight. I only know it has a reputation for being ball-crushingly hard. Well, Dyer, based on what you've seen from Mega Man 4, would you at least concede that it's a better game than Mega Man 3? Oh boy. Granted, 4 might not be quite as wild a game as the first two, but what can I say? I like consistency. I'm boring like that. Sarah, no, you mean 2 had Metal Man. Unless you're referring to the Doc robots. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, you are referring to the... I'm not a huge fan of the Doc robots, I'll be honest. Okay. Well, that's not registering, but there you have it. Do we fight a boss now? Oh no, MM3 is not better, but... Would you say that Mega Man 4 is better than Mega Man 3 is what I was at? Ow! Okay, I didn't think it was going to do that. Oh boy. Oh, this is some Gradius syndrome right here. Oh lordy. I mean, sure, it was pretty cool. But nowadays, I just see it as kind of lazy. I'll skip that one and grab that other one instead. Weird. Alright, well... Can't cheat this boss from the side. But I can cheat the boss from here. Yeah, it's pretty rad. Hey, I still like Mega Man 3, don't get me wrong. It's just... Fuck the shitty top spin and fuck the fan that Fuck the fact that Shadow Man is the one who's weak to it, and he's one of the harder bosses. Someone deliberately planned that to be as annoying as possible. Troll me not, good friend. I don't know what the hell these do. Okay, I guess you can troll me a little. I don't want to take away your raison d'etre. Okay. Ah, it's a battleship, Charlie Brown. Shit. Ooh. Well, this one I like. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Fuck! Oh, my reaction speed is feeling very sluggish now. Alright, let's see what this one goes. This one might actually be more useful for this area. I'm sure I can destroy that port there, though. He's not kidding, actually. If you can believe it. Yep. At least have one central gun here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I haven't played this game very much before, so my adeptness is definitely rusty at it. There we go. Sounds like good times, alright. And now it's the boss. Oh, these guns regenerate. That's great. Oh, that sounds nasty. Bogus. Oh yeah, that wasn't so bad. Oh, my thing got destroyed. No bigums. Ooh. Nah, I get to shoot the splitting lasers. This I can work with. I have a feeling I should just hold on to this weapon. I don't think I really have much reason to use anything else. Sarah, how would you describe that feeling that you went through? Because it sounds kind of painful to me. Oh, airport security. No how it is these days. Walleye eyes. Ugh. Jeez, that sounds awful. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, looks like I got hit. Oh my god! Well, there's no way I'm beating that boss. Good night, everybody. No, I'm not done just yet. Holy shit, though. Okay, that one's too weird. Fuck. Okay, I want the one that shoots missiles. That looks good. Oh boy. Well, I'm sucking ass right now. Oh, that's my last life, so... Well, this definitely is a shmup. I gather the arcade version is more scintillating, but oh... It's the exact same way I died last time, like a chump. I think this is a decent demo of things. I don't know if my continues are limited or what. Also, Snarbu, let me know when you're back. I could get on tough enough if you really wanted me to. Oh, what a time. That was insanely stupid. God damn it. Yeah, I feel myself hitting the stopping block at full force here. I might have to come back to this one, though. I think I've reached my limit already. Oh well. I don't think Snarb is back, so I'm just gonna go ahead and something completely random. What would I like to play now? That sounds illegal. Nope, no prostitute laundry for him. I could get a little bit of a ways into Moon Crystal. The third stage tends to be a bit of a stopping block, but pretty neat game, yeah. No problem. Dyer, how far have you gotten an image fight before? Because, I don't think I'm getting past that third boss anytime soon. That shit's fucking nuts. Oh, hey there, Song! Oh, Archer time. So much cool animation. You know, it comes at a bit of a price, but yeah. Oh. Anything up there? Interesting. Ah, here we go. I figured it would be a bad idea to drop down, so I ain't gonna. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Image Fight's a tough son of a bitch. I'll stab you in the face, Gov. Very easy first boss. I'm not in for a story currently, although this game does have a weird one. Man, dig that parallax. Some definite Castlevania 2 vibes rolling off of this level. Oh, that ain't no good. Ain't no good either. I don't know if it's fake or real, honestly. Don't! Well, that happened. I thought you got rid of me, did you, punk? Be a little more careful this time. Damn it. It is pretty Ghibli, isn't it? I could see that, yes. I'm surprised there wasn't anything licensed, though. Like, I at least think a Totoro game would be something that you'd expect to see. Look at these weird little goblins. There we are. That's a movie I still need to see, I admit. Should not have tried to steer back for that. Should have done this. There you go. Damn it. Miyazaki is, he strikes me as being a bit of a crankshaft. I'm not surprised. Some Japanese celebrities really hate, video games. Okay, well, only I know Miyazaki and Beat Takeshi, but yeah. I can understand if some people don't like him, though. I mean, he certainly ruined my life. Oh, there's an Asuka game for the MSX. Cool. I also know that one of the bosses from Crystallis rips off those giant Nausicaa bugs wholesale. It literally is just one of those. Norimaki, that's the One Piece guy, isn't it? Ah, yes, I can imagine Shigesato Itoi was if Earthbound exists. Oh! Right, the comedian who's a secret character in Marvel's Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Oddest celebrity appearance in the video game I can think of. Help. Oh. Okay then. Yeah, he definitely is, no question. He probably is a boomer, for all I know. Yeah, it's not the fairest assessment, but... Uh-oh. Oh, Jesus. Ah, Nutsack's Fifth Avenue. I had at least one more life to go. I'll tell you what, it's near 11:30. I'm quite proud of my playthrough of Mega Man 4. And I don't think Snarb's going to be back in time for Tough Enough, so I think we're going to call it here. Born 1941, gotcha. But yeah. It has been good playing tonight. I might tune into myself. Not sure what I'm going to play tomorrow, or if I'm even going to play tomorrow, but look forward to it when I stream next. Again, I have no idea what, but I will definitely let you know. Sorry, Snarbu. I didn't know if you were going to be back in time, so, I don't know. You still want me to do Tough Enough? Let me see if I should suspend this. I mean, if you just wanted me to play it for like 5 minutes, I guess I could do that. Okay. I'll do that at the start of next stream. I could use ideas anyway. But yeah, that's a good point. Alright. I'll give Tough Enough a shot next time. So look forward to that, everyone. Whenever that is, you can follow me on at Contravania on Twitter. Yep, indeed, sir. So I'll see you all around. You take care, have a good night, and peace and all that.